I'm a hippo.
Broadcast Hippo. Digital media.
Come on!
I'm a hippo.
Broadcast Hippo. Digital media. Whoa, what is up, everybody? It is Monday. It's Kicking Our Ass Monday. This portion of the show brought to you part by our friends at Teebs.green. This show runs on cannabis. That's this new stuff that was just discovered by scientists, and you smoke it, and
or
it's
eat
got
it.
medicinal properties, or eat it, or you rub it, you smack it up, you flip it, you rub it down. It doesn't matter.
Can you snort it?
I need some more cannabis.
Maybe.
Can you snort it? You know, I consider you the expert on the cannabis. Can you snort it?
I mean, kids in my high school used to snort Smarties, so I'm gonna go with yes if you want to, but I don't know if it does anything. Not sure.
You can snort. Yeah, you can snort anything. Is it right? I'm gonna lean towards no. No. I'm gonna lean towards go ahead and try to snort a bud of marijuana in front of your friends and see what happens. They'll probably assume that you're with the wrong group of friends.
Teebs of Adrian, Demetrius and I went there. We'll talk about it a little later. We had a religious experience up there this weekend. It was fun. It was good times. So go up there. I mean, they have just about anything with full like marijuana. They have THC. They have CBD, which is legal in 50 states and is amazing for taking the edge off and making you feel better and whatever. And
they got the marijuana and the THC and the CBD and oh, by the way, those are all things in marijuana. Come to Starbucks. We got the coffee, we got the cream, we got the bean, we got the chai, we got the latte. Oh, what the hell is going on at Gina's house? Is it what party?
Forgot to pay the light bill.
The weird part is Gina uses her television for lighting, so it changes it changes with every screen. All right, let's get this show started. Teebs.com.
And now our feature presentation.
This is Ed McMahon, and now here's Andrew.
In the morning, it's time to wake up. Andrew Z. In the morning, yeah. Come on.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Monday, March 29th, 2021. In the year of our Lord. Demetrius Nicodemus. Christopher Ebenezer Tiefel Esquire Jr. the Third.
That is, how does my name keep getting longer?
Eastside Southside Gina from Cabela Media.
Mine too, Tifo. Mine too.
And producer Georgia. Woo! Donnie P, I'm guessing will join us. I'm probably pretty sure, but no P sightings yet this morning.
I'm hoping he is busy looking for my new car that I need.
Are you buying one from Donnie?
I mean, I'm buying one from anybody that has a decent car in my price range. They're so hard to find right now.
So Jeannie, did we already talk about your car? Yeah, we talked about it last week. How are you feeling? You doing all right with your car accident?
Yeah, they gave me a fair price for it, believe it or not. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, good. Well,
I didn't even really have to argue. I did have to say, you realize that I understand that that's a fair price, but right now, I'm not even gonna be able to get a car. And she said, I do, and it sucks, but we do evaluation and blah, blah. So they did add in all the tax to it, the sales tax for me and all that. So they gave me a decent price. But now I have to find a car. But I do still have my little badass rental until Wednesday. So they gave me way extra days with 3 or 4 extra days with it. So
good. Well, good. What's going on, everybody? Anyone else got anything going on? Demetrius, how was your weekend? Everything good? Low light, highlight, in the middle light?
Man, okay. All right. So all right. So I go to the set. God, he's 7. All right, he turned 7, and I have to go to Skyzone for this birthday party. 7-year-old birthday party at Skyzone. Now, you would think that Skyzone, just in and of itself, and how it is, it would be like there would be limited participation, right? You would think that, but that parking lot was packed. I mean, packed. And it was packed. There was a lady who showed up in leopard print house shoes, like slip-on house shoes with her hair all pulled up, and her kid. There was a dude in there with matching skull tattoos on each side of his neck, like, because he couldn't remember what the one on the left side looked like. He had him put it on the right side, right? and this cat, dude, he was handing out the most sagest gangster advice to his kids I had ever eavesdropped on in my life. Because when I see cats like that, I figure their interesting shit is going to come out of their mouth one way or another. Either it's going to be super inappropriate, or it's going to be like some prison, like sage like advice. And with this guy, I got the double. It was super age inappropriate and sage like advice. So his son, he's sitting in one of those vibrating massage chairs that they have at Skyzone that cost $2 to sit in for 5 minutes. And I assume he's pumped in $32 because he's not planning on getting up anytime soon. And this kid comes running up to him and he goes, Daddy, the guy whose party this is being mean to me. He's not playing with me. He's not, he's being mean. And the kid's dad goes, he's leaned back in the massage chair and he goes, boy, fuck that kid. He goes, you at Skyzone, we ain't pay. Jump your ass off until it's over.
Well, and it's really hard to argue with that. Fuck that kid. The place is big enough. Yeah. Jump your ass off. It's free.
Yeah, that's what he was like. It's free, boy. Fuck that boy.
What I love most about Skyzone is the lie of the legal liability waiver they have you fill out and sign. Like I've taken my nephew there a couple times. I have no legal authority over this child, yet they're having me sign away liability in case he gets injured. I was like, it's meaningless. They know it's meaningless. I know it's meaningless. It's just there to make us feel better.
Well, I think even from what I've heard, even if you sign it as a parent, there really is no. I mean, if you get hurt there, you can sue them. I mean, there really is no. There is no way. You can't waive away your liability. I don't believe.
Yes, you can.
But they do it in your head so that you think if you get hurt that you have now that you're not gonna sue them. You won't think about it because
you can't. No, you literally there's a thing called assumed risk, and when you go to like say a building whose floor is made of trampolines, and then you hurt yourself, you have to assume that there is a possibility that you hurt yourself. You go to a baseball game and you get a foul ball smacked right into your face. You have assumed risk. You know that going to this baseball game, there's a possibility that you could get smacked in the face with a baseball. So therein lies the waiver of liability. You know that there is a risk involved in the actions that you're taking, unless there is some kind of gross like misconduct on the company's part, then you walk out with just a black eye and a sore neck.
Yeah, but when you say that there's got to be some taking of some responsibility or by the company. I mean, when you have 16-year-olds guarding the entrances and issuing the punishments and all that, I mean, I
that
think
should really indicate to you
wrong.
how strong they feel they are in their legal argument that they can put 16-year-olds on to guard trampolines. And they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, let these kids walk out with a limp. Nobody's can do anything. That's right, Toby. Get back there and grab that trampoline swing.
But good times. Well, now there's a trampoline war going on. Skyzone was first, and then there's a place called Get Air up on Alexis, and now there's a place called is it Urban Air on Airport? On Airport.
Yep.
So I mean, I thought Toledo could support one, but I don't think Toledo can support 3 trampoline parks.
Are the other places doing anything to make themselves unique, like trampolines on the ceiling or something?
I think Urban Air is geared a little more towards younger kids. Like it's more littler kids stuff, because my kids just went there and they with my sister, and they took the little, like my great nieces and all that, and the little ones had more fun, but my big girls were like, we'd rather go to Skyzone. So, and I have not tried Get Air yet.
Really? Because I thought see, my kids, they've been to Skyzone and Urban Air, the one on Airport, and they say that Urban Air is way cooler than
yeah.
I haven't been to Urban Air yet, but here's the problem. Skyzone thought that they had the market on lock, and now you've got 2 competitors. And when you think about it, a trampoline park is a very it's very segmented. There's a certain people that are going to go to a trampoline park, and now you've got to split that 3 ways. I don't think all 3 are going to make it through the whole thing, and but we'll see. Maybe we can support 3 parks.
I just want to know, like, when these like different like trampoline parks come out, like what are their meetings with their partners, and they're like, how can we do trampoline parks better? And they're like, all right, more trampolines.
Trampolines on the roof.
Like, yeah, trampolines on the, like, what is their thing? Like, all right, how about we do random spikes that shoot up through the trampolines? We'll call that death trampolining. And somebody's like, all right, Tom, stop. This is the last time we invite you to a spitballing event.
No. Check this out, guys.
Bringing your own issues with kids into this situation.
Yeah. Let's leave Afghanistan at home and just start thinking about how we can protect these children.
Hi, it's Tom here, back on the Zoom's brainstorming meeting. Alligators underneath the trampolines with just enough room where you could fall, but you probably won't. That's
I don't know.
What do you think, guys?
The fact that you're going to have an investor meeting over Zoom probably should tell you probably shouldn't be opening a trampoline park right about now.
No. This is a brainstorming. This is a brainstorm with all the brainstormers. Trampoline. I'm telling you, trampoline alligators are the next big thing, because you have to add that element of danger for these kids.
It works for Wile E. Coyote.
Mortal. I like it, Joshua. Mortal trampolining. That's right. Finish him. We put 2 kids on a trampoline. Only one is allowed to leave.
That's welcome. Trampoline Thunderdome.
The other one is thrown to the alligators.
We put an orange shirt on him and make him staff. The loser is staff.
Ooh, a trampoline water park. Dude, you jump off a trampoline and you flip into the water? Yes. And outdoor, see, that's what we're missing, the outdoor part of it, Natasha. That is genius.
There's no way that can go wrong.
No, oh my God. I see it right now. A water park geared for kids, opened by parents. We can call it Get the Fuck Off of That. And that's not made to jump off of. Just stop.
Have you seen the other water park at Cedar Point, where my kids are I don't know. My kids are cautious. They're a little cautious, but there's one where you like get into like an old telephone booth that kind of closes you up and just shoots you down the water slide, and it takes a picture of you right before you go down. Good times.
I got to say, Georgia just brought up a good point. I am thankful that Skyzone doesn't serve alcohol because I've seen some of the parents that bring their kids there, and it would be a shit show.
Man,
it surprises me they don't, because they do at Chuck E. Cheese now. I mean, I think everywhere serves alcohol.
Because if parents come, like your kid comes running down the stairs after he gets hurt on a trampoline and you're drunk, like the first thing you're gonna say is, "It ain't that bad. Stop crying." I know it doesn't dangle like that. I know it's not supposed to dangle like that,
or it doesn't turn that way.
Yeah, we need to calm down because happy hour ends in 45 minutes. So you got 45 minutes of jumping to do, and that just makes you look like a helicopter with that arm.
I was thinking more of a parent trying to show their kid how it's done out on the trampolines and like landing on a bunch of kids or something.
You just take your drink though, and you just pour it on the wound. Yeah.
It's numb now, right?
It's numb. Good times. I was going to say something, and I can't. It was very important too. I can't.
You think everything you say is very important?
That is true.
Yeah. You have the best words.
Shut up, Georgia.
Yes. God, I love her so much, dude.
Is there anything on this show that we ever say that's important?
No, probably not. What? Anyone else got any highlights or lowlights from the weekend?
I made my own pizza. I made a double pepperoni, double cheese. Oh yeah, it was
did
quite
you
good.
Post it on Facebook?
Yeah,
of course I did.
Of course you did. Okay.
Of course I did. What else other is the point of making the pizza other than eating it?
I have to post it or I won't be able to eat it and fill up.
Yeah. In my defense, I didn't post it on Instagram.
Luigi, there's something that tastes raw missing about this pizza. Oh, if only we have invented a Facebook.
Oh no, Italians would have cried over my pizza. So
I would also cry over Dee's accent, so it's okay.
What are you talking about? Dead on, Nintendo.
Dead on. Now let me ask you this: what about because Tifa and I talked about this before we came on the air. Is there anything about a pizza is there any bad pizza? Have you ever had a pizza where that's shitty pizza? You really, the bar is pretty low. I mean, I can't think of any pizza I wouldn't eat. Is there any one time you're like, oh, I can't even eat this. It's disgusting.
Level of hungry. Like you gotta, I mean, like if I'm not super hungry, then some pizzas I'd pass on. No, really? I'm good. I don't want it. Yeah.
Like, but have you ever put one in your mouth and be like, this pizza's disgusting? Like, it's cheese, it's sauce, it's crust. You really can't screw it up. You really can't.
Little Caesars is pretty bad. The crust is like cardboard.
But it's $5.
But it's $5, right? Yeah, I agree with Natasha too. Papa John's is pretty gross too.
Really?
And Vito's regular pizzas are not very good.
Racism was so delicious. Like once they took racism out of Papa John's, that pizza just went to shit. Like racism is a lot like gluten. I feel it is like it's not good for you, but if you don't put it in food, then the food tastes weird.
I look back. Brenda says Pizza Hut. I look back. Pizza Hut is shitty pizza. Like I liked it as a kid, but it's super greasy. I don't know what they do to it. It's just.
I think it used to be good.
Maybe. Oh, do you think over the years it's gotten bad?
Yeah.
Bad, yeah. Not good pizza.
No, and they hardly put any cheese. They put like three little cheese shreds on it.
Or they put
and they don't consider cheese a topping. Either like
yes.
when you're getting like a pizza deal and it's like it's $10.99 for a medium 2-topping pizza and you're like great and you go and you're like sausage and extra cheese and then they're charging you for the extra cheese because that's not one of the 2 toppings they allow.
Yeah, it's super irritating. I'm totally with Teflon that it pisses me off bad enough that the couple times that I've went to order it, I've not ordered it because of that. Like, you know what? Yeah. Screw you, Pizza Hut.
Cheese is a topping.
And They have weird sausage BBs. Like I don't know.
And their bacon is super like chewy. It's awful.
Okay, all right. We understand. Like, the huskier Americans have issue with fucking how Pizza Hut tops their shit.
Listen, this is a
Don't
first
pretend
world.
like
We
you
are
weren't
allowed
one
to
of
have
us.
first world problems.
Don't pretend like you weren't one of us a few short years ago.
I know, that's just so funny. Everybody was just like, I apologize to anybody who's listening to this podcast who comes from a food poor country, and they are like, this is bullshit. I'm tired. All they do is complain about all the extra food that they don't like. I don't like extra food.
What country are you from right now?
My stomach growling a stand.
Georgia, you don't just post that picture and not say where it's from.
Yeah, what pizza is that? That looks good.
It's a one our father made yesterday.
Oh yeah, it looks good. I think
Showed me up.
Yeah.
Does your dad just like watch your Facebook page and see what you're making and then just try to one up you?
No, he makes one. He makes a pizza like every weekend.
Oh, okay.
Today, by the way, is National Mom and Pop Business Day. What is your favorite small business that you want to shout out right now in town? Oh, look, Gina's all ready for this. She's been
because you guys know how I am with my chapstick. And I love this lady.
Georgia's got a good one. Salino's, the produce place up in
what, Andrew?
Isn't Salino? I thought it was called Salino. Everyone pronounces it differently. Salino's?
I think I thought it was Cialino's.
Is it Cialino's?
No.
Yes, Georgia says it's Cialino's.
CEO Linos.
How does she do that so quick? I don't understand. But it's up on it. Is it Alexis? And what's that street that goes straight into Temperance?
I think it's Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis.
Yeah, it's Lewis.
Oh, is it Lewis? Okay. Yeah, it's right on Lewis as you just go over the border. It's a little they have amazing vegetables, the little vegetable shop.
Their customers suck though.
Their what?
Their customers suck though.
What do you mean?
I went up there last weekend. Everybody their aisleways are not that wide, and everybody stops right in the middle of them, and like they're inspecting the fruit. Like there aren't 15 other people behind them waiting to get through to go. Like I'm not here. I don't need the 50 different apples that are at the entrance.
Listen, if you're there to power walk, Tifo, then just go to the mainstream.
Go to the Kroger's.
Yeah.
I'm not there to power walk, but I'd at least like to be able to get through it at a
slow, waiting for my fresh vegetables.
Or at least a wide enough aisle that I can get by somebody who thinks that I can just stop.
Okay,
This is not how you should set up a produce store.
Plus, there was like no social distancing.
Meander near the cucumbers. Look, ma'am, one of those will fit in your vagina. Just grab one and move on.
It's funny because dude.
How is that a boomer problem, Georgia?
You are a boomer. You are everything about you is a boomer caught in a 36-year-old body. Everything about you.
Yeah. I can't wait till your age reaches up to your attitude.
Yeah.
There's nothing boomer about it. I'm freaking in the store, and I'd like to get further into the store, and you've got people in front of you just blocking the entire aisle.
What a boomer would say.
So you're telling me every millennial and Gen Zer would be totally okay with being stopped in the store?
You're right. You're right, Chris.
Because you go to that store for the charm. You go to that store for the fruit and vegetables. You don't go for fucking charm. I'm not paying you for charm. I'm paying you for fruit and vegetables.
I go because I can fill up my cart for $30 of fresh produce. That's why I go. So if I have to wait a little bit behind somebody picking out their perfect avocado for tonight, then that's what I'll do.
For charm. I am not paying for charm. Where's that line item on my receipt?
Oh Christ.
Dude, he's the worst. Can I shout out my small business so we can just shut up the boomer, please?
You were showing it. Let's see.
Yes, I was showing it, but we're also doing audio version, Andrew. I don't think you know that or not.
Oh, okay.
This is called the Balm of Bees. She does chapstick. She's on Facebook. And they're really reasonable priced, and this is the best chapstick I've ever had. And it's I think it's around $3. It's like comparable to good chapstick in the store. So you should get, I have this is my morning one. This is my pre-coffee cinnamon, and then I have my afternoon ones that are lemon and lime. Yeah, D, go ahead.
Are you eating this?
I can't.
No,
I can't. It's the craziest. Let me just fucking tell you, like there's literally, and maybe this is just me, but I get so agitated when I see people who have opened up 3 or 4 of the same things. Like
it's not the same.
Shush. Is it lip balm? Is it okay? Because I will go into my wife's bathroom and she will have 7 or 8 fucking different smells of shampoo out, and they're all open, and it's all because one day she wants to smell like grape, one day she wants to smell like raspberry. Well, how about we do this? 1 month you smell like grape, and then when grape runs out, the following month you smell like raspberry. How about we do that?
And then lilac.
Yeah, like, and there's like 7 open boxes of fabric softener in my home, because some days it needs to be lavender, some days no. You know what? All month it's lavender until this fucking box runs out. Everything smells like lavender.
Well, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Your little, first off, the little thing that comes down from your shower spout can only hold so much shit. Number one,
right?
And number 2, the sides of your bathtub can only hold so much shit. So at some point, you've got bottles everywhere. You got bottles on the floor. There's bottles all over the fucking place because you can't one shampoo.
I went out and bought
shampoos.
I went out and bought another, the things that go from like your ceiling to the edge of your tub, and they have like all the little shelves on them. They go in the corner.
Yes.
So I had one of those, and it was great. But we ran out of room on this, and I hate things sitting on the side of the tub. So I just went and bought another one. So now I have one in each corner of my tub, so that we can have more open shit.
You're taking away real estate for the shower.
Dude.
I know. Now
my wife.
Now my fat ass is leaning up against the shelves. But
my wife has one of those shelving like apparatuses in their bathroom where she can just stack shit. It fell one day. I swear to God, I thought she had broken her neck in the bathroom. I ran upstairs. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "There's shampoo everywhere."
The horror.
I was just like, oh my god. She was dead, covered in shampoo.
I have about 7 Bath and Body Works sprays open and lotions that match each one, because some days I want to smell different.
Why? Who are you tricking? The blind?
It's not tricking anybody. Listen, why do guys think that women do things for other people? We do them for us. We don't give a shit about what any of you guys think. We do the smell goods, and we do the makeup, and we do the hair for us. We're not doing that for anyone else.
By us, she means other women.
So for ourselves. So we don't care what you think about our 17 open
why do you change your
because we want to smell different every day. We don't care about that. Kara doesn't care what you think. The smell goods are not for you.
I know.
I know. Kara doesn't care what I think.
Well, have you ever had this? So I have
that
a
was the conversation. Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say that was the conversation they had after their vows. They said their vows. They went into the car, and she just looked at him and said, "Okay, all that shit was bullshit.
No,
this is how it's gonna be."
She literally, we wrote our own vows, and she literally looked at the priest and said, and he goes, "Now I understand you wrote your own vows." And she said, "Yes, I would." And then she pulled out this piece of paper, and she said, "I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You will do what you're told." And I do.
And I do.
And the Lord bless that union.
Yeah.
And the priest was like, "Wow, that was nicer than the last 3 I've heard."
Have you ever had the fuck scared out of you when I have a shower? Is she there? Uh-oh.
She popped up. And I love her.
I'm doing it, and she's just stirring eggs in a bowl. Like
he felt it.
Yeah, I did. And now it's that uncomfortable. Like, please don't hit me. Laugh. Like, maybe I was just, please. I'm sorry. It won't happen.
It won't happen again.
Spoiler, it'll happen.
It happened again.
She walks up on me like my mom used to walk up on me like when I was a kid. Like, I don't give a fuck where you are. I will beat your ass in front of your friends. Like,
oh my god. But I have one of those shower mirrors that you that's got the suction cup on it.
Why?
To shave.
In the shower?
Oh, Dee, I love you so much.
I'm sorry. I heard shower mirror, and all I saw was.
Andrew, neither of us are attractive enough to have mirrors in our shower or window or like glass doors into our shower.
Oh, he thinks he's attractive enough to have mirrors everywhere.
First,
one.
Yes. First off, I'm good looking as fuck. Secondly, it was for shaving. To shave in the shower. Huh?
Like
my mouth.
I got one here, and I got one like 3 feet below it, and helps me keep it looking young.
Angles it
like the
bigger
if you shave it.
Yep.
36
years old here, according to Cedar Point. 12 years from below the waist.
Oh, gross.
Shut up, Georgia. So, I have a shower mirror for my.
So funny. I just
Tasha. Yeah, okay. All right. So anyway, I have a shower mirror. Have you ever been scared when the plunger gives way and just falls in the shower randomly when you're like sleeping?
No, because normal people don't have mirrors in their shower.
Really? I thought everyone. You guys don't have mirrors in your shower?
I shave before I get into the shower.
Why shave in the shower? But you guys don't have. No one's got mirrors in the shower.
No, but you know what I think is weird that a lot of people do? They brush their teeth in the shower, and I think that's weird. I just can't do that.
There's too
is
many
that
things
weird?
in there.
I don't know. I mean,
I wash my ass in there. I'm not trying to put any. It's gross. Like I don't know. It's
you
weird.
take your ass water, jumps right back into the spigot, and then
in my mind
like,
it does.
It's like I'm gonna get on this bitch's toothbrush. She's gonna get butt all in her teeth. It's gonna be awesome. The revenge of Gina's ass jumps through.
Maybe that's why I was brushing my teeth to begin with, D.
Yeah, hey.
I'm worried about dribbling toothpaste down my dink.
Yeah.
It'll hit your belly first, bro. You're all right. It's tougher.
I know.
You have
or
an
as you like to call it, your penis awning.
My penis awning.
Oh my god, I cannot. Why do I put on mascara before I talk to you guys in the morning? It doesn't make any sense.
My penis awning. Yeah. All right. This portion of the show.
He's got to have a detachable shower head because otherwise it never gets wet.
Penis awning. Now on to our sponsor.
I thought we were shouting out small local businesses.
Oh yeah, how did we end up here?
I got a local business. We'll get us back on track.
Go ahead.
The Asian market on McCord and Door. It's great. It's owned by this lady who's had it for like 20 years.
Uh-huh.
And she runs it with her husband and her kid, and she's super helpful with like recipes and explaining the difference between different ingredients. There's like 50 different soy sauces. I didn't know that.
Oh.
And like she's really super helpful and
now he knows, and he'll tell you about every one of them and correct you when you're using the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually I don't know. I just kind of do what the recipe says.
Yeah. Do you got a small business?
I just feel like you look at a recipe and argue with it.
I know. Really, a whole stick of butter? Yeah. Really?
I don't believe it's a third of a teaspoon. I don't believe that.
Actually, it's better with a full teaspoon.
Fuck it. The recipe's like, Jesus Christ, just flip the page. Why don't you just have a grilled cheese sandwich?
Hey. All right, do you got a small business you want to shout out before we Teebs of Adrian?
Is that a small business, or is that just a business that's about to be huge?
I know. Well, but it's a small, locally owned. Dee and I took a road trip there Saturday. First of all, if you think Demetrius for an hour on here is funny, hang out with him in a car for an hour. It's he's just the dude is just genius. I marvel at his comedy on a daily basis. But so we took the drive up there and we went to Teebs. We met Teebs and we hung out with him, and Demetrius and Teebs were just going back and forth, and it was very hysterical. And Demetrius got to try some alien ant farm. Annie, don't you want me?
That's a band.
Want me, Annie? Annie?
That's
what did you try?
I think it's called Alien Banner.
Oh, Alien Banner.
Yeah.
And was it good?
It was amazing. It was excellent. I will once again though, I have experience with the herb that Jesus has provided us
for 10,000 years.
For 10,000 years. And yeah, like the same weed that God had called his calm down juice, as people seem to have forgotten. But
they used to smoke. I mean, Indians smoke. Everyone smokes that stuff. I don't know why there's such a stigma to it. I don't smoke, but everyone around me does, and I don't know why. Why does it bother people? Like, why would a cop want to pull you over for? Like, it just none of it makes any sense.
Because you're driving 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
For sitting at a stop sign waiting for it to turn green.
To turn green for driving 50 miles with your turn signal on. What the shit is wrong? Look, officer, I said I was just letting you know. Eventually, I'm turning. Eventually, I don't know when. I just know that it's going to be left, and it may be soon.
I had this buddy of mine post on Facebook. He said that he had an edible, and then he was watching a movie, but it was on mute, and he started crying because he thought he was going deaf.
I feel like that's not. Yeah.
It was on Facebook. It was real. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
The other morning, I ate one of my new awakening mints because I was like, okay, I'm gonna wake up, and by the end of the show, I don't think anybody noticed, but by the end of the show, I was stoned as fuck. I'm good. This is cool because my nighttime ones are great. Like I don't, but by the end of the show, I was just sitting here, and like by the time I thought about what I was going to say too hard, it was like way past the moment. So I was just quiet for like the last 20 minutes of the show because I was too high to talk.
Like some of that shit they should just like call like, hey, what do you call this? We call this direct TV because there's a 5-minute satellite delay before you get any of this shit. This is how this shit will hit you.
And then I like to make it awkward with because we were there, and Georgia said, "Hey, I need you to bring me a couple pre-rolls." So she sent me the money. I brought her a couple pre-rolls, and I showed up in her parking lot yesterday, and I had it wrapped in a black bag that they give you, a black discreet bag. So I had it like folded over like you'd roll a newspaper or something. And then I was looking around, and I snuck it out of the car door just to make it as weird as possible.
Wait! They give you
in her parking lot.
They give you a black nondescript bag.
Because
Andrew,
I haven't been to Teebs yet, but I've been to a dispensary up in Michigan, and they handed me this bright blue gift bag with their logo emblazoned on it. So like you're walking around like, yeah, I've been to the dispensary. And I'm like, I'm crossing the border here. Like I got to the Shell station. I finally made it to like the Shell station on Monroe Street in Secor, and I ditched that shit in the trash can.
Well, it's unfortunate we're not at the place where everyone has accepted something that's been around for 10,000 years, and they make it discreet for you, just in case you're, for whatever reason.
Andrew, Georgia lives on the south side of Toledo. A Mexican and a black dude pulling up with weed to deliver to somebody is not weird, but the looking around part, that's what made it weird.
I know.
You could have just handed it straight out the window, like the whole lit joint out the window, and everything would have been okay.
I know.
Dude, I walked into Kroger's on Glendale once, and I thought two of these dudes I walked behind were going straight to the snack aisle. I was like, wow, we don't give a fuck, do we?
No, we don't.
You're pulled up next to the side of a car and been like, wow.
Oh, yeah. That's everyday Walmart on Glendale. You pull up, a whole parking lot just smells like weed. Like, it just smells like, it constantly smells like a skunk sprayed outside of Walmart.
Yeah.
It
is so crazy.
It's like, why do we still have the facade then? I mean, let's just freaking legalize this shit and be done with it. Who cares?
That Kroger on Glendale is the only one that sells out of every 10 for 10. People don't even give it. They're like, it's 10 cans of tuna. Fuck it. I'm so hungry.
They try to tell me once, like, you don't have to buy all 10 to get the same deal. Like, you can buy 5.
I know.
5 for 5 on that. And I'm like, the deal says 10 for 10. I'm getting 10.
People, I must get 10. Of course. Teebs.green, Teebs of Adrian. Also want to my friends over shout out my friends over at, speaking of small businesses, Lufka, all natural in Perrysburg. Lufka, we're talking about shampoos and stuff like that. I use their and we're talking about brushing our teeth. I use their all natural charcoal mint toothpaste, which is amazing. Colleen uses their face mask stuff. I tried to give her my homemade face mask, and she
so gross.
She'd rather have Lufka.
Oh God.
Were you practicing that move in your bathroom mirror?
What did I was saying something. Oh, last night I was trying to do some with one of the kids' birthday parties, and I threw something at the kid and it hit him, and I was like, haha, face shot. And I look over and Dubs is like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, oh, oops, that's not what I meant.
He's like, that's my line. What are you doing?
Oh, I said money shot. That's what I said. I said money shot. He was like, what the fuck?
Lufka, all natural, zero waste, self-care. Again, the face masks and homemade body washes, and it's really a really cool store. If you're looking for, especially for the holiday, like Mother's Day coming up and stuff, you can get a nice little package there over at Lufka. All right, I got a bunch of stuff I want to go over real quick before we get to Ebenezer. First one, Sharon Osbourne leaves the talk following a heated racism discussion on the show. The show had gone on hiatus. Sharon Osbourne decided to leave the network. Said the events on the March, the events of the March
mutual decision.
Right. The events of the March 10th broadcast were upsetting to everyone involved, including the audience watching at home. As part of our review, we concluded that Sharon's behavior toward her co-host did not align with our values for a respectful workplace. So, I mean, it sounds like a fire. Like you throw that statement out there, and then she left. But anyway, Sharon Osbourne, which I think was silly. I watched it. I mean, I didn't. She
taunted her co-host who was on the verge of tears.
She didn't really taunt her though. I mean,
she was like, "Oh, don't go crying now," and then she taunted her co-host.
I guess.
Are they grown women? Can you not taunt? I mean, honestly, look, you tell kids not to taunt one another. And if that's a fucking lesson that they don't pick up in adulthood, do you just go like this? Oh, my God. You know, look, taunting is a bad thing. You know, bullying is a bad thing. We will always have people who do those things. Should they have consequences at times? Yes. But I am telling you right now, if we do not start raising and teaching people that what people say about them or that makes them sad sometimes isn't consequential to them, like they should be able to just consider the source and move the fuck on. Like just legit, like stop. I don't want strangers having the power to hurt my kid because they said something to him. I want my kid to have the ability to look up and go, fuck you.
Amen. Bindi Irwin, this is so cute. Bindi Irwin had a baby. For those who don't know, that's the crocodile hunter's daughter.
Dude, that makes me feel weird. I'm sorry.
Why?
I know everybody wants to be like, oh my God, she had a baby. But I'm like, I remember when she was a baby. And now,
Yeah, but she's not a baby now.
I know, but I still see that.
I know. Well, here's the thing. Does anyone else, or am I just like, am I wired weird? Does anyone else think about, when you have a baby and it's so cute, and let's say the pastor and his wife have a baby, do you ever picture like them having sex? Because like that's where a baby comes from. And
so what I'm getting from this is Andrew's imagining Bindi have sex. It's weird, man.
Well, you gotta have. Well, I guess you kind of have to, which makes it uncomfortable for people.
I know.
Which is what makes it uncomfortable for me, is thinking that little girl was like yelling shit that made her dad famous in the heat of the moment. Like, that's a big one there. You're like,
what the fuck accent was that?
I don't know. That's Australian in sex. I don't know.
That was Australian.
That was Australian toddler.
Australian/sex/parrot.
Okay. Yes, you're weird, and apparently all of you are weird. And no, you should not have to picture everybody having sex.
I do.
Weird.
It's privilege.
I got questions since we're talking about accents. What's a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
I mean, obviously,
you
R.
would think it's R, but it's really the C.
Oh my god! Steve Teebs sent me a last night, so I was texting back and forth with Teebs. Here's what he sent me. Quick question: if a heavy guy identifies as a skinny guy, does that make him a trans slender? Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on? Hello?
Nobody laugh.
All right. So anyway, Irwin gave birth to Grace Warrior Irwin Powell on her first wedding anniversary with her husband. Quote, "Our graceful warrior is the most beautiful light. Grace is named after my great-grandmother and relatives in Chandler's family dating back to the 1700s. Her middle name is Warrior Irwin, a tribute to my dad and his legacy as the most incredible wildlife warrior."
Or is she just really a WWE fan and didn't want to tell everybody that that's really the ultimate warrior, and we're moving on from there. Ultimate Warrior, Hogan Duggan, Roddy Piper Irwin.
And now we know why Dee doesn't have another kid.
I want to have another kid just so his middle name could be Coco Beware.
I don't even watch wrestling, and I even know those names. That's Coco Beware. He was the black dude, right?
Which was crazy because they named him Coco. They wouldn't be allowed to do that anymore. It's like Nestle Quick coming down the stairs.
There were so many stereotypes in WWE wrestling names.
Hell yeah! They had an Asian guy called Tsunami.
And a Japanese guy called Rashiki. Yeah, that was bad.
And finally, speaking of wildlife warriors, Tiger King star Jeff Lowe. Jeff is the one that took over
he stole it.
Stole the zoo from the Tiger King. He's reportedly recovering from a stroke. His wife claimed his drink may have been poisoned. He spent
what is going on? Fucking Carol Baskins.
Damn Carol Baskins. He had a stroke. He spent 3 days in the hospital. His wife says his drink may have been poisoned while the couple was on a date last week. Blood and urine tests reportedly came back negative for common drugs. Jeff Lowe, who appeared in the Netflix, had a stroke at a casino last week. Lowe and his wife were staying at the WinStar World Casino when he suffered the health scare. She told TMZ that she found him unresponsive and not breathing around 3 a.m. on March 18th. Medical technicians arrived. I thought he was dying in my arms. He spent 3 days in the hospital, but has since been discharged and is recovering at home, still having difficulty with his coordination and speech. She says doctors ran a series of tests, but have not figured out what caused the stroke.
You probably don't want to be giving out alternative theories of a crime to the police when you're like, I think somebody may have poisoned him, and then you discover him at 3 a.m.
Oh my God, Georgia. So good.
True, though. She's not wrong.
She isn't.
All right, Tiefel, where'd Tiefel
I feel
go?
like did somebody check on the history of Joe Exotic's like mail, and instead did he pay somebody to do that too?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's
That guy doesn't strike me as somebody who puts away money.
No,
for a rainy day.
I mean, he's in jail though. How you're only allowed so much on your books at a time in jail.
No, but here's what I think. I think that, he's got crazy fans out there now. So I could see it, just a crazy fan taking it upon itself to see Jeff Lowe in the freaking casino and drop something in his drink.
Really? There's like that crazy of fans?
Oh my
God. Exotic fans?
Oh yeah. No,
that would murder somebody for him?
Yes, I think so.
You know what? I said that same thing about Trump too.
I know.
I knew they were crazy.
I know. I feel the same. They both have a level of hate for Carol Baskins and for Jeff Lowe because they feel that he stole the zoo. So absolutely. And a lot of the Tiger King fans, there is a lot of crossover between them and Trumpers. The reality is just is askew. All right, Ebenezer Bushrod, time for WTF News. Where'd you go?
I have no idea. I tried to share a picture of Steve Irwin's son holding his niece, and they had a comparison photo with Steve Irwin doing the same thing, and they looked almost identical. And as soon as I hit share for Georgia to grab it and put it up on the screen, my entire computer shut down.
Oh, hey, your mic is off as well.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see if I can fix that for you guys.
We don't have time for hang on.
It's time for the WTF News with Ebenezer Bushrod. There we go. Yeah, you're all set. Go ahead, bro.
All right. So, little Nas X, who
hearing people try to say rappers' names is amazing.
Little Nas X. That's what I'm gonna go with. Little Nas X, whose legal name is Montero Lamar Hill. It brought us bangers such as Old Town Road, is now coming out with his own shoe.
Bangers.
He's now coming out with his own shoe. He's launching the Satan shoe. It features a bronze pentagram and an inverted cross and a drop of human blood on there. I would share a picture, but I don't want my computer to shut down again on there. But he's launching a limited amount of 666 pairs. The Air Bubble Soul contains 60 cubic centimeters of red fluid with one drop of human blood in them.
Whose blood is it?
It does not say whose blood it is, and he does have a swoosh on the tongue. But Nike had to release a statement saying that they were not involved in the production of the shoe, nor do they have a business relationship with Nas.
Actually,
I'm just thinking if that's really not the case, then you kind of want to come down pretty hard on any kind of trademark infringement, right? You just can't put a Nike swoosh on anything and release it.
Well, and then we need to find out too if Nike really didn't have anything to do with it, or if they're just trying to distance themselves now. And I found the ounce of blood, or the drop of blood that's in everyone. It's either from Daddy Mac or Mac Daddy. You get to choose.
What?
Daddy Mac or Mac Daddy.
Actually, now I think you only get to choose one.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. You have to choose between Daddy Mac.
No, the other one is gone.
Oh. Or you get to choose Daddy Mac, Mac Daddy, or the Whoop There It Is guys. Yep. You get to choose a drop from any one of them. You get to mix it into the shoe. Whoop There It Is guys.
Is this your next business idea, Andrew? Because it's terrible.
Daddy Mac and Mac Daddy, they did the song Jump.
We know. We don't explain it. You're making it worse.
God, it was so funny in my head. It's still funny to me now.
He doesn't even partake, D.
I don't understand.
Like that was a high joke, and he's not even high.
Don't lump that in with high jokes.
Go ahead, Tiefel. What else?
Well, the state of Maine has a measure in front of its legislature now to allow funeral pyres so that you can go out like a Viking if you so choose.
Yes. Andrew's is going to be like a pig roast. It's going to be amazing.
So it would allow a nonprofit called The Great Beyond to repurpose 63 acres of forested land for the purposes of burning your body on there. That's currently, so if they authorize that, you can go ahead and get yourself killed like you're a Jedi.
That's cool. I like it.
Every time someone dies, you just yell, "Bonfire tonight, baby!" Wait, what?
Well, last but not least, have you ever ordered food and then gotten a little randy? But then, you're then on a race for the delivery driver. Well, new products come out that will pair your love device, your vibrator, to your favorite delivery app. And so every time your delivery app sends you a notification, it will then also indicate with the vibrator so that you will know where you're at in the process without having to look at your phone.
This is definitely least. I don't know why you said last but not least, but this is definitely least. This is really stupid. Like this is Andrew, is this your new business? I feel like this is your new business.
Like does I have questions, Christopher.
Okay.
Does it pulse, or is there a tiny speaker inside of it that says, "Oh, you're like 5 minutes away"? Is it like and if it's a speaker, does it have the same effect like a speaker in a toothbrush where it fills up your whole head with the sound? Like, or does the vagina muffle it and it sounds like like
a bus station terminal? So apparently, like when they receive your order and they send the notification that, hey, we've confirmed your order, it starts off a slow vibration. The vibration will progressively increase as the driver picks up your food, leaves the restaurant with your order, and gets closer to your door. To the point where apparently they expect you to peek just as they're about to knock.
All right.
Georgia said if this is your new business idea, she doesn't want in that group chat. Me, same. Leave me out of that group chat.
I didn't know there was going to be a group chat.
There's always a fucking group chat. Always. There's always a group chat. We're up to probably 35 group chats.
Dude, yeah, I barely do anything with you. I'm part of 5. Right? Uber, you compare it with Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, or Postmates on there. And let's see, customers who are using the device will be, stimulated.
What happens when like you get a rogue employee who just starts keying in addresses and shit and setting these things off in the middle of like the day? Like today's his last day, he decided, and he sets off everybody's vibrator, and now they're like going off in drawers at the top shelf of your desk. Yeah. Or she's like crippled inside of a Walmart now because he says
wearing a vibrator, walking around and doing your errands.
Hey, who knows what you got to do to
that
get
would
through
compare
Walmart.
it to this app. Actually, he's probably not.
Don't kink shame.
Like this
kink shame.
All of a sudden, you see somebody walking through Walmart and they just hit the ground, start screaming.
Yeah.
So like, 911.
You're like this. I think your Penn Station sandwich is here.
So the company in 2018, the company that is releasing this, KM Soda, also released a vibrator that placed an order for a large cheese pizza following a user's culmination.
I love the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I love Natasha as this conversation goes on. She's like, gotta go, guys, bye, in my voice. All right, everybody. That is the Ebenezer Bushrod with WTF News. Chris Tiefel, Gina from Gabella Media, Demetrius Nicodemus, I'm Andrew Z, Georgia Tiefel. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Come on! Come on!